Hello everyone. There is a good, nice saying, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. What does it mean? Unless we put hard work, it's difficult to get good results. Welcome back to online classes. In the last class, we have seen what is the logic gate, which are the basic gates and which are derived gates. Let us just recall. Which are the basic gates? AND, OR and NOT. These are the basic gates, and derived gates are NAND, NOR, XOR and XNOR. So what is a derived gate? If the gate we are going to construct based on the basic gates, it's called as derived gates, right? Okay. Already we have seen about basic gates, and in derived gates we have seen about NAND gate. Today we shall look into a NOR gate. Let us just recall, when we discussed about a NAND gate, NAND gate is the combination of AND NOT. First we will AND the inputs, right? We will get an output. Whatever output we got, we will complement that from which we are going to get NAND. That is not the result of AND. That will be NAND. Today we shall look into a NOR. So what is a NOR gate? NOR gate. Even this will be the combination of two basic gates. Which are those? OR and NOT. OR gate we have seen. In case of OR gate, at least two inputs should be there. If any one of the input value will be high, that is 1, the output will be 1. In case of 0, 0, that is only the combination where we are going to get the output as 0. Otherwise it will be 1 in all other cases. So in output of the OR gate will be fed to the NOT gate, that is to the inverter. So whatever answer we got from the OR gate, that will be complemented or inverted. OR gate we have seen. OR gate will be somewhat curved here. Two input OR gate. We will get the output. If it is A and B, this will be A plus B. Here this will be complemented, a triangle with a bubble in front of that, which will give us A plus B, which will be complemented. So F is equal to A plus B whole bar. This is the symbol for NOT gate, that is bar or the complement, and this is the symbol for OR. This is the symbol for NOT, this is the symbol for OR, right? This is the symbol for OR and this is the symbol for NOT. So this is the working of a NOR gate. Symbolically, just like in case of a NAND gate, we have written the AND gate and placed the bubble of the NOT gate in front of that. In case of NOR gate also, we are going to do the same. So what we will do, we will write that OR gate, in front of that OR gate, we will place this bubble, which will give us the symbol of NOR gate. So this will be A, this will be B. F is equal to A plus B whole bar. That will be the NOR gate. Logic symbol. Logic symbol. Now we shall write the truth table for the same. So two input NOR gate. Which are the inputs? A and B. A and B. A, B. A plus B whole bar. Input values possibilities are 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. If we find it difficult to write directly this value, plus we shall write a plus b, then we can write the a plus b whole bar. Okay, let us write that for the time being. This will be a plus b and this will be a plus b bar. And we know that 0 plus 0 will be 0. When we write with respect to OR gate, 0 1 will be 1, 1 0 will be 1, 1 1 will be 1. What about this? This is the complement of this one. So for this one it will be 1 0 0 0. Complement of this column will be this one. From the truth table we can say that, of course, this particular column we need not write, only for the understanding sake we have written this. Directly we can write this, this and this, 3 columns. Only for when the input values are 0 and 0, then we will get the NOR gate as 1. In all other combinations it will be 0. This is for 2 input. If you want, we can write for 3 input. 3 input NOR gate. When we talk about 3 input NOR gate, let us take it as A, B, C, 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, and last combination 1 1 and 1. Here also, see, only for this particular combination, for in case of 2 input NOR gate, only for the combination 0 and 0 we got the output as 1. That means if all the inputs are 0, then only we will get the output as 1, right? Here also it is the same, because see, in all the cases directly we shall write here A plus B plus C. Unless for this particular combination, if any one of the input value is 1, the output value will be 1. In all other combination except for the first combination, that is 0 0 0, we have 1. At least 1 1 should be there. If we have more than 1, okay, no problem. In that case also it will be 1. I am talking about A plus B plus C. I am talking about OR gate. So only for this particular combination it will be 0, right? So when we take A plus B plus C whole bar, that 0 becomes 1, all other ones becomes zeros. That means only for this particular combination it will be 1, because 0 plus 0 plus 0 will give us 0, which will be complemented. Because it's NOR gate, we will get the answer 1. For all other combinations, when we took A plus B plus C, it will be 1. When we take the complement, it will be 0. So it will be 0 for all other cases. Easy to understand. How we can represent this symbolically? 3 input NOR gate. It is the same representation of the NOR gate. A bubble in front of that and an output. But how many inputs? 1, 2, 3, A, B and C. That's about the NOR gate. The next one will be XOR gate. XOR gate or exclusive OR gate. Okay, now we can compare Already we have seen about the OR gate. This is exclusive OR gate. What is the difference between XOR gate and the OR gate? Let's just try to understand. The OR gate, which we had written earlier, let me just write it here. Usually we will call it as OR gate, but it is called as inclusive OR gate. Inclusive OR gate. And this is XOR or exclusive OR gate. In order to understand that, we shall write the previous basic gate OR gate. A, B, A plus B, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Only for this combination it is 0, for all other combinations it is 1. Here we shall write the table for the XOR gate first. It's the same, A, B, A and B. And the symbol for exclusive OR gate, in case of OR gate, it was A plus B, right? That is A plus B. Here it will be A plus B, but this plus is written inside a circle. So the plus inside the circle represents XOR gate. Not only that, we shall just complete this. In case of OR gate, we have seen the symbol, it is something like this. Right? It is A, it's B. Here, in this case, again we will write the same. This is A, this is B, this is A plus inside the circle and B. F is equal to A plus B inside the circle. We have to draw a parallel line to this particular curve. That's all is the difference in representing the XOR gate. Just a parallel line. This is OR. If you draw a parallel line here to this particular line, curved line, it becomes XOR. Okay, so two differences. When we represent XOR, we have to write that plus inside the circle, it becomes XOR, otherwise it will be OR or inclusive OR. When we write the symbol, logic symbol, a parallel line to this particular curved line will be XOR gate. If we don't draw this curved line, it becomes OR. Okay. Now, representation we know A plus inside the circle B. F is equal to A plus will be written inside the circle B. Combinations we shall write 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. It works just like the OR gate. It works just like the OR gate, with one difference. Whenever we have even number of inputs, as 1, the output will be 0. If it is odd number of ones, this is odd, only 1 1 is there. Here also there is only 1 1 is there. Here we have 2. So this makes it as even number of ones. It will be 0. Otherwise it is just like the OR gate. For 0 and 0, obviously it is 0. 0 and 1, 1 1 is there, that is odd 1, so it will be 1. 1 0, again 1 1 is there, so it is 1. 1 1, 2 ones are there, so even number of ones, that's why it will be 0. When we compare this XOR with OR or inclusive OR, only the difference is here. 1 and 1 will give us 0 in case of XOR. 1 and 1 will give us 1 in case of inclusive OR or OR. So in case of XOR, only thing that we have to keep in our mind is that whenever we have even number of ones, here of course In case of 2 input XOR gate, only one combination will give us even number of ones. But when we go for 3 or more inputs, we have to be careful. Let us go to 3 input XOR gate. Let us see what happens here. A, B, C. This will be A, B, C. So how to write? A XOR B XOR C. Combination we know 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 and 1. If we have odd number of ones, the output will be 1. If we have even number of ones, the output will be 0. That's the only thing that we have to keep in our mind. Anyhow, when we have all zeros, the output will be 0, just like the OR. So 0 0 0 will be 0. How many ones are there? Only 1 1, so it will be 1. Again, only 1 1 is there, 1. 2 ones, so it is even. When it's even, we know that when we have even number of ones, the output will be 0. So 0. Again, only 1 1 is there, so it is 1. In this case, 1 0 1. 2 ones are there. Even number of ones, so that will be 0. In this case, 1 1. Again, even number of ones, it will be 0. 1 1 and 1. We have 3 ones, but is it even or odd? 3 is odd, so it will be 1. When it is even number of ones, it will be 0. When it is odd number of ones, the output will be 1. How to draw? This is 3 input XOR. Truth table for 3 input XOR. Representation, logic representation or symbolic representation will be the same. A parallel line here. This is A, this is B, this is C. Output will be F is equal to A XOR B XOR C. That's about 3 input XOR gate. Next one will be XNOR. XNOR. So what is XNOR? We have XOR, whatever answer we got from XOR, complement that and not. Here, how to represent that? That will be, suppose we have A and B as the inputs. A plus B, A and B. In case of XOR, we have written plus inside the circle. But in case of XNOR, we have to write a dot inside the circle. In place of XNOR, just remember that we have to write dot inside the circle. That will be XNOR. And when we represent the same with the help of logic symbol, it will be XNOR A B. and B. This is XOR. This is the XOR, right? And it's not. Actually, how it will work? This one has to be fed to a NOT gate. In case of NAND and NOR, we have seen AND NOT or NOT. What we have done is that NOT gate, in order to represent that NOT gate, whatever symbol bubble we have for the NOT gate, that will be written in front of that particular gate. So here also we will be doing the same. So we shall write the same. And this is XOR. XOR we will write XOR. This bubble we shall place here. This is A, this is B. F is equal to X NOR, that is A, write the dot inside the circle B. That's about X NOR. So what will be the difference between this and this and that? Whatever answer we are going to get here will be complemented. That's why now we shall write A, B, A, X NOR, that is dot inside the circle B, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. We can remember for 0 and 0, 0 and 1, 1, we got it as 0 in case of XOR. Here that will be complemented. So what we will get? Here we will get 1, here also we will get 1. For other two combinations we got it as 1. So that will be complemented here, so we will get it as 0. Now what we can say here, even number of 1, by looking at this one we can go for 3 input XNOR gate also, the rule will be the same. You can try that. So what we can say here is, whenever it is even number of ones, the answer will be 1, and the odd number of ones, the answer will be 0. If you write the 3 input XNOR gate, we have to follow the same. When it is odd number of ones, it will be 0. Even number of ones, it will be 1. That's about XNOR. Let's just recall. So till now what we have seen the basic gates, which are those NOT gate, AND gate and OR gate. Then we have seen the derived gates, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate and XNOR gate. The symbols for NOT is just a bar, symbol for OR is plus, symbol for AND is dot. NAND will be writing the bar about, for example, the NAND A dot B. If A and B are the inputs, how we will write the NAND? A dot B whole complement. NOR, for NOR it will be A plus B whole complement. That's for NAND and NOR. What about XOR? XOR will be A plus, which has to be written inside the circle B. XNOR A dot inside the circle B. These are the representations. Can be asked for 1 mark. Then symbolic diagrams, if it is asked, we have to write with respect to something like this. How it will be for NOT, how it will be for OR, how it will be for AND, similarly how it is for XOR, XNOR, NAND and NOR. 1 2-mark question for truth table will be asked, usually it will be asked, and or for 1 mark this logical representation or symbolic representation will be asked. In Boolean algebra, we have seen the circuit diagrams. Let us just recall that. Drawing the circuit diagrams. One simple example we shall take. Circuit diagram. One example. Let me take an example. AB F is equal to AB plus AC bar A C bar plus A bar B bar C. How to draw the circuit diagram? Whenever we are going to draw the circuit diagram, we will draw the circuit diagram with respect to gates, basic gates. What is the meaning of this? F is equal to AB plus AC bar plus A bar B bar C. Of course, as we have discussed earlier, there is a difference between A bar into B bar and AB whole bar. See, A bar into B bar is different from AB bar, because when we write A bar B bar, this is dot. Here also first we shall write in that order, later I will explain this. So what is the meaning of this? A, even if we have written AB, is understood that it is A dot B plus A dot C bar plus A bar dot B bar dot C. So what is the meaning of this? A dot is AND B, this is one term, so we can write like this, or A, this is AND C bar. C bar is what? C bar is not of C, so not of C. Let us discuss that later. So from here to here it's one term, or A bar, so not of A and not of B and C. So this will be one term. This will be one term. Right? For this we have to draw the circuit diagram. Now let us just discuss. Already we have seen that A bar dot B bar and AB whole bar. What is the difference? Here this is complement of A, first complement A. So suppose we have A, if this is A, complement that A, what we will get? A bar, right? B bar, complement B. So if this is B, complement B, what we will get will be B bar. So complemented A and complemented B, this is dot. Dot is AND. So to the next level, take the AND gate. AND gate requires at least two inputs. So one of the input will be A bar, the other input will be B bar. This will be A bar dot B bar. A bar dot B bar. What about the other one, AB bar? Here AB bar means AND gate with A and B. What we will get will be A into B. That has to be complemented. So this output becomes the input for the NOT gate, which will be AB bar. So similarly, by looking at this one, we have to draw the circuit diagram now. So how many terms are there? See, this is one term, this is second term, this is third term. This is sum of the products. Sum of products. right? Sum of products, again sum of these products. For sum, which particular gate we are going to have? For sum, it is OR, right? For the product, which particular gate? It is AND, right? It's AND. So in the first level, we will be having the AND gate. See, for this one AND gate, for this one AND gate, for this one AND gate. But remember, in case of this, of course we are having AND gate. Here it's bar. So before feeding it to the AND gate, take the complement of those variables which are written with respect to symbol bar. So here 1, 2, 3. 3 AND gates we should have. First one, second one, third one, but in the same level. In the second level, it has to be fed to the one more gate, which is that is the OR gate. So in the first level, we will be having 3 AND gates. And the next level, we will be having how many OR gates? Only one OR gate. Whatever answers we are getting from those AND gates has to be fed to the OR gate. So first, second, third, 3 AND gates we shall have. First AND gate, second AND gate, and third AND gate. Third AND gate. First AND gate, which are the values or which are the variables? A and B. So A will be one input, second input will be B. Second AND gate, A, C bar. So A will be fed as it is. A will be fed as it is. But for C, it is complemented. That's why C will be sent through a NOT gate. So it will be C bar here. Third one, there are 3 inputs now. A bar, B bar, C. A bar is complemented, so send it through a NOT gate. Again B, we have to send it through a NOT gate, and C. So A, B and C, 3 inputs. A has to be sent through a NOT gate, feed it. B has to be sent through a NOT gate, do that, and C directly we have to send it. Now here it will be A dot B. Here it will be A C bar. So this will be A dot C bar. Here it will be A bar dot B bar dot C. So this term we have, and this term we have, and this term we have with us. Now what we have to do? We have to add it up. We have to OR it now. For ORing it, we have to write that particular gate, that is OR gate. We shall write that OR gate. In the second level, it is the OR gate. OR gate. So 3 inputs for that. First one will be this one, A dot B. Second one will be this one, and third one will be this one. So now it will be A dot B plus A C bar plus A bar dot B bar dot C. This is how this circuit diagram will be drawn. Here in this case, see, in the first level we are having AND gate, in the second level we are having the OR gate. In some of the cases, it's possible to have the OR gate here and the AND gate here. One example we shall have, you just try this. Try this one. F is equal to x plus y into x bar plus z bar into y plus z. Two terms, two variables in each term. Here x and y. So in the first level, what we need to take, here it's OR gate, here also it's OR gate, so OR gate. In this example, we have taken NAND gate in the first level, but here it is the OR gates in the first level. Direct variables, here both the variables x and z are complemented, here direct variables. So OR gate you write, feed these values. In the second level, here we have written the OR gate, but here it is product, so we need to write the AND. That will be the difference. So how we will write x or y and not of x or not of z and y or z we have to write, isn't it? In this particular place. Then draw the circuit diagram for that. That's about drawing the circuit diagrams for the given equation. In the next class, we shall see about the universal gates. Okay, thank you.